Mike, the guy shoots over 50%. He has to give them his all-around game. Just be yourself tonight.
Here's Gasol coming toward the basket, blocked by Ariza.
Big thing tonight will be as you watch this young team. They are an excellent defensive team, meaning the Hornets. They will double some.
At home, you get those role players more comfortable, hit their shots.
That's a young team, Mike.
Oh, nice feed by Gasol to Bynum for the dunk.
Well, Gasol is one of the best passers on the Lakers. Outside of Kobe, he's your next major assist guy.
Paul using that screen at the top. Deflected by Fisher, and here comes Artest in transition.
Nice.
To Gasol, who traveled. Phil Jackson can't believe it right now for Joey Crawford.
Yeah, I give Ron Artest a lot of credit. He sucked up the defense on the play. Phil is very upset on the call. And this is a close thing. Now, right there, there's your two-step. And right there, you...
Artest pay on that. And Marco Bellinelli in his 4th year out of Italy. We were picked by Golden State in the first round, 2007.
Nice.
Hand off to Artest and one. Carl Landry called for the foul.
When you play the Lakers on the left side of the floor, when they throw the ball in on the triangle to Pau Gasol, the cutter coming on the baseline's open. It's a good move by Artest. We can say he's got to fight for the post-up. Now watch this cutter come baseline. So you got to anticipate. All right, once you get down in the paint, the Lakers have the major advantage because of size and the shot blocking. But the big thing is, when you double team Chris Paul now, all the guys are going to be open. You have to hit these shots.
Landry misses. And Derek Fisher comes up with the rebound. Fisher only 5 field goals made in the first 2 games. Gasol is fouled by Okafor. I beg your pardon, Landry inside.
Landry,
that's his second.
Yeah, he's a little mystified right there. See, they can't afford 2 fouls on Landry, mainly because of his contact, Mike. There's no doubt about it. And he's a tough kid along with it. And then inside, if you hit him on the move, he's got good hands. He can score, but he's not going to create for himself.
Kobe Bryant on takeoff.
Come on now, that's
pressure on Shannon Brown is in part to make your half-court offense feel a little more pressure.
Yes, and also, Mike, it gives you less options because the clock is going down.
Offensive rebound keeps the trip alive. Gasol over Gray. Tough shots, and he got it to go.
Now, he needed that, and you could see he gave a little tempo. This is a team that steals the ball. They're very big in forcing turnovers. The big thing for them, they've got to get those 3-on-2, 4-on-3 breaks.
Odom inside fouled, and the basket counts. Smith had him across the arm, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. That score is correct. That was a 3 hit by Paul. Ruled on the floor. So the Odom hoop makes it a 6-point Laker lead.
Now just keep an eye on this. See, if you're going to foul him right now, you got to foul him before he gets the ball up above his numbers. You can't get, they're only 7 down. As much as they're getting whipped down in that post area.
Feels like more than 7, doesn't
yes,
it?
It does. Yeah. It really does.
Look at Gasol fighting Okafor. That's going to go the other way. That's a good call by Joey Crawford.
Excellent call. Good defensive position by Okafor. He held his area, and then Pau Gasol tried to back him down. You just watch this right now. He holds his area, and then also the push-off by Gasol.
Chris Paul isn't good. He is great. He said, I don't use the word great often. Chris Paul is a great guard.
Well, Jimmy Clemens played a lot of years in this league as a guard. You can see there, right there, Gasol was too big for Landry on that shot, and it cost you another basket.
Joe, Stewart and the guys will have the Eastern pictures to go with the stories we just told you about. Using the size advantage on the switch. Smart play by Fisher because Gasol had Paul and he couldn't do anything.
Right, there was a potential block right there on Fisher, and Fisher is smart enough to bring the defender to him and drop it off to a big man.
Okafor over Bynum. Kobe the rebound. He's got 3 of those. No assists, but 15 points. He already has his 10 shots, as many as he took in Game 2. The Los Angeles Lakers looking for a 3rd consecutive NBA title. Tougher round.
There it is.
And there, as we promised, is the explosive Shannon Brown dunk of the night.
That's the third one. It into the post, and then cut on the baseline on the left side of the floor. Get the return pass, 2 layups, and then when you double team, they get it right back to the guy who gave up the ball in the post.
Ball to Okafor. Good foul by Gasol at the rim. Make Emeka earn him at the line. To that play a moment ago.
Now just watch now. You go on the baseline, you go strong, send it down strong, send them a message. Well, right here now, this is good right now. What you would like to see there is a good 54.
The last foul on Okafor was his third. Gasol across the lane, continues to struggle, 2 of 5, but able to clean up and get the hoop.
Now, come on, that's another second chance point. Artest was smart. The defender trying to block Artest out never saw the ball go short.
Big make from Bellinelli, who can be a streaky shooter. They need some other perimeter offense here.
Come on now, you got to make a move.
There you go. Rebound by Gasol. Bynum tying his left shoe. Heather's going to give us a Bynum health update here in a second. Bryant beat Ariza, who gambled for the steal, but Okafor helping defensively. No call on Kobe, and here's Gasol. Back to a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
See, what I like now, Okafor and Landry are looking to go off the dribble. They can take their guys off the dribble, face it. Just turn, face it, go strong.
Good job by Ariza, but it goes right to Gasol, who cleans up and leaves it in. Good Laker defense and all this screening action. Pondexter drives in, goes up for the rebound. Kept alive by Landry, but Pondexter had a shot block. You cannot go up with anything but full strength inside.
Well, Gasol is averaging, over 2 blocks in this series. And you won't notice he doesn't leave his feet. He just allows you to shoot the ball, and he's so long with the long arms that he just catches it, blocks it in the air.
Travel. Willie Green is checked in for New Orleans.
Nice.
Here comes Benga at Gasol, and he's fouled by Powell.
I like the pass. Anytime that Chris Paul comes off of that trap and he's going into the middle, here comes the trap with the big man. Find the guy rolling. Then it's up to the Mabenga to go strong. That's how good they ended up, in spite of all of their problems.
Great job by Del Demps, their 40-year-old general manager. Gasol on the pick and roll. Travel. That's another turnover for the Lakers. They've had a lot in this quarter.
Well, see, they never gave up on it. They never gave up on the play. The double-team guy who came back in forced the travel.
And it continues to be a struggle for Powell. 4 of 7, 8 points here tonight. See if the Hornets go 2 for 1. Paul. Stopping a score would be massive. This building would erupt.
Now that was just played beautifully. He kept maneuvering, and they switched, they trapped, and then they chase him to the corner. He knew that the clock was in his favor.
Hornets have a foul to give. Bynum inside, no good. Gasol got the rebound, didn't get it, got it again and threw it down.
See, that's a killer. That's a killer. Mainly because you had inside position, meaning the Hornets. Now the shot goes up by Bynum. Gasol was on the board twice. But the big thing is that you had inside position.
And no basket. They called the foul.
Oh, boy.
Free shot here.
Yeah. Well, there was definitely a foul.
Yeah,
there.
And they're going to talk if it was pre-shot or not now. Sean Wright. Bennett Salvatore got together. They're going to bring him to the line. Absolutely.
Well, there's no doubt about the foul. He was fouled on the first shot. No doubt about that. He wanted, naturally, the second basket and a foul for a potential 3.
Yep. Wow. You want to know how Kobe performs when Powell's on the floor and when he's not? Dig into NBA stats like never before with NBA Stats Cubed. only on NBA.com. I'm chuckling because I'm thinking last Sunday I was watching the game. Jeff Van Gundy made the comment. I agree with it. Kobe's good when Powell's on the floor, when he's not on the floor. Any four guys in the arena, Kobe performs well. Final 9 seconds.
Come on, now you got to be looking here.
Willie Green on Barnes. End of the quarter. It's hard for New Orleans. They have nowhere near the offensive option.
Remember now, when they won game 1, the bench had 39 points.
Benga battling with Bynum. They did that in practice in El Segundo at the Lakers facility. Gasol's going to take a three and knock that down. So Pau Gasol, who is struggling with his game, hits just his second three of the year. He only made 1 of 3 all season.
Now, you played it perfectly defensively. You chased Gasol into the corner. You're going to give him that shot on the rotation.
Ball snaking through on the screen and roll. It ends up with a switch and Bynum on him. Foul. Easily
that
thrown.
Was a great heads-up fake.
Yep.
He knew that Bynum was going to come for the block. Now keep an eye on Gasol right there. He knows the clock is down, and he's going to shoot that three. Now he'll practice outside and take long shots, but you hit it right on the head, Mike. And then there's a great fake right there by.
Splits the pair. The foul on Bynum, his 4th. He goes to the bench. Lamar Odom comes in for Los Angeles.
Hey, see, Mabenga right now, Mike, is really roughing up Gasol down inside. And he's playing him smart. He's overplaying him on the lane side, and he's denying the pass.
You see Pau Gasol with the 5 field goals after 4 of 19 in the first 2 games. And here he is. Maybe that 3 will get him some more confidence. Works back out to Blake, who knocks down a 3. So the Lakers 3-point shooting in Willie Green out of Detroit Mercy off the mark.
Bench play is so important at playoff time. If you think about it, the teams that really roll and get all the way to the finals, players 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are such major contributors when the top 3 guys from each team try to negate one another. And right now tonight, they're not getting it at the Hornet end of the floor.
Foul on Benga. He picked up 2 quick fouls, and DJ's going to go to the bench. They come back with Emeka Okafor, come back with Marco Bellinelli, so get Willie Green out of there, and really get the starting 5 back out now because it's now or never.
Well, you got to make a run now, Mike. You have to make a run. He can see it right here in the regular season. This bench averaged close to 30. Now, these are all new guys, and in Game 1, it was so pivotal in the win. Game 2, the Lakers paid attention, and here tonight, there's just non-existent points.
Pass turned over, deflected off New Orleans. It'll stay down here. By the way, that Gasol 3 a moment ago was just the 21st of his career, regular season and postseason. You're talking about a guy who's played 800 games regular season and postseason. So as Hubie said, from his days coaching him in Memphis, he practices it, can hit it, but does it rarely in games. That's where he usually does his work. Second chance Gasol for 2.
Right now, the shot goes up over the top of Okafor, but you just look at the difference in size between Gasol and Okafor, 6'9" versus 7'1", 7'2", and then also the length of the arms of Gasol.
And going strong, too, at the basket here in this second half. Jarrett Jack. He's long, rebound by Barnes, and the Hornets in some kind of trouble here, down a dozen inside of 9 minutes. Monty Williams going to need a timeout if the Lakers score here. Gasol. Basket. Timeout, New Orleans.
We can't say enough about the big men. The big men for the Lakers will give up the pass if you're going to take away a shot. Odom right there was covered, and then he just turns right around and finds Gasol. Now this is Gasol outside position. Nothing Okafor can do about that. I'm just taking right here. Excellent pass by Odom.
Powell's got 13 in the half. LA's got its largest lead of the night. As he had 11 in the first 2 games, Steve Blake brings it to the front court. And history will record this one 100-86, Los Angeles. Lakers take a 2-1 lead in the best of 7. Chris Paul held in check. Just 4 points in the second half, as this Hornets team was limited offensively to 86